Hello, and welcome back to my channel. How's it going? No, it's been a minute. not even a minute. It's been like what? When was my last upload? When I talked to y'all, like a day ago. Hold on. Actually, yeah, no, it was a day ago. I think, or it was it was a day ago. How's it going? The problem with doing the kind of stuff I do is I try to be a variety. I try to do variety. Try to do a lot of different things that people would like. There's supposed to be a space for everyone. Well, not everyone, but everyone. Then, that aside, how about we have a heart to heart? No, not a heart to heart. How about we just talk? Have a conversation. Because I don't have a topic to talk about. How's it going? I've, you know what? No, give me a moment. I've been enjoying the past couple of days. That's all. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I made my own banner for my channel. I'm gonna probably change it in a couple weeks, maybe days, because I didn't do it the way I wanted to. And also, I just want to add more stuff as, like, days go on, like characters and stuff like that, to the point where it just looks weird. But, I've been, I'm gonna be honest. I went into YouTube thinking, you know what, this would be a fun hobby. I don't see how people would be so stressed or just burnt out in general. And then here I am. Man, I'm kind of burnt out. I'm not like fully burnt out. It's gonna take a while for my energy to diminish. It's like I understand why other YouTubers go to burnout, especially when it comes to the kind of stuff I do. I try to make things variety. I try to do different things. I'm not gonna post the same stuff every single day. I want to do different stuff, which is why I have like different playlists. Me talking about different subjects. Me doing different things. Maybe sometimes doing something out of my comfort zone. Because originally I wanted this channel to be just character. This channel would only be about me doing my characters, and my characters basically running and owning the channel, and basically just, doing their thing. But I want to do, again, trying to be variety without having much to give is difficult. I'll be saying this, I've been enjoying every minute of it. Sure, the burnout is happening, but I'm getting views, so at least it makes me feel a lot more better. I said this, I think in my 73rd video special, where it was like, the views keep me going, and it's true. Even the smallest amount is just enough to keep me going, and, I enjoy it. I enjoy that people enjoy my content enough to at least, watch it. But, like, other things I want to do, of course, that I cannot do right now, but I would love to do, is upgrade. This is a channel that I want to... This is more of a hobby to me than anything. I'm not going to do this to be a professional. I don't edit. I don't know how to edit, and I'm not going to try to figure out how to edit until I need to. This is nothing more than a hobby. It's just me doing something I've always wanted to do since I was a little kid. Doing something I love. Providing entertainment to people all across the world. And we have a long way to go. But I still want to upgrade, you know? Because as much as I love doing, you know, me playing video games, it kind of sucks because you're like, okay, let me just place you here. Boom. Let me grab something. Let me support you. Boom. And let me get my controller. You know, you can't like really see it that well. You can't see me. You can't see what I'm doing really well. You know, I gotta bear with what I have. Bear through what I have and what I don't have. I wanna eventually upgrade camera equipment. And of course lighting, because lighting in this room just sucks. So yeah, that's, you know, burnout, all that good stuff, you know. Upgrades and stuff like that. I've also just I'm tired. I'm a very tired person. I am not one. I used to be very hyper. Which is something I like to talk about a lot. It's just I used to be a very hyper person, and I'm getting more and more used to using my hyperness in my channel, because you know, with the way I do these things, it looks like I'm, you know, I don't want to do this. I do. I love doing this, but you know, and sometimes, you know, I'm like, oh, we're recording. Oh. You know, it doesn't seem like I'm enjoying it as much. Also, I just have a schedule that isn't really working for me. It's not because of this. You're not the problem. Everything else in my life is the problem. You know, I've got school, I've got other stuff to work on, I've got this banner to upgrade and make better. In my mind, make better. Which barely leaves me time to do this. But luckily for me, I've been able to keep up with uploading. Matter of fact, I've almost uploaded like 100 videos. And I started like in January of this year, which I'm surprised. Sure, that's counting shorts, but at the same time, I'm counting shorts, alright? I'm not smart enough to not count them. I said almost. I never said I did. By technicality. Which, by the way, I will be doing a whole 100th video special for once we get there, which I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for that other than just saying thank you. I mean, yeah, that's cool and all. You know, I'm showing my appreciation, but at the same time, I feel like it would be boring for most of you. A topic I've always thought about is just including my characters a lot more when doing just these kinds of videos. I mean, of course, you would want us in a video, old friend. Who here grabs more spotlight? Moi. Yours truly. Besides, people get bored of your personality quickly. You gotta learn how to stay ahead, how to use some energy. You know, and those old bones of yours. Old bones of yours? Bones. Bones. I don't have old bones, John. Can I record a video without you trying to interrupt me? Oh, what are you talking about? You do have old bones, old friend. You have back problems. You can't bend over and pick something up without you complaining. You know, lift with your knees. Apparently you haven't been doing that, and now your back is broken. Whose fault is that? Yours. Also, did you call me John or Jack? Because if you called me Jack, rude. How dare you forget my name? You just don't care for your creations, do you? I'm going back in the closet. Not because I'm going back to. I'm a costume, therefore I can hang myself on the closet without it sounding a little too suspicious. Yeah, You see, my one problem with this is now I have to clean up after him. Because I keep a lot of the character clothes on my bed, and then I put them away. Which, yeah, I know is very unnecessary. But, just how I roll, man. That's just what I do. Also, yes, canonically speaking, my characters are not in a base. They are, well, not canonically speaking. Really speaking, my characters are not in a base. They are in a closet. They can come out whenever they want. That's not like an allegory for like all my characters are gay. No, they are literally costumes. I treat them as costumes, therefore they are costumes. Which is also something I've wanted to do. Something I've changed my mind over the days is writing a character that I'm not comfortable writing. Because I don't know how to write that character. I don't want to offend people. Do I look like the kind of person who wants to offend people? And if you said yes, how dare you? How dare you? No, anywho. Yeah, I want, as a writer, because I want to be I'm a writer, kind of, not fully, kind of. As a writer, I should have more experience writing characters, even characters that I'm not comfortable writing. And as a wannabe actor, I should also be comfortable as playing roles that I'm not comfortable in. So I may write characters from time to time. And matter of fact, if you've ever wanted a gay or lesbian character, by technicality, the masochist and the villain that John mentioned back in, like, I think, what was it, the Valentine's special? I think, yeah, that was a canon episode, kind of. Yeah, no, was it canon? Yeah, it is canon because it did play into like the series as a whole, I think. I can't remember. But he never mentions the gender of any of those characters. They can be whatever gender you choose. I guess you could say, well, villain. Villain is usually a name used for like a male. Males are called villains, and females are called villainesses or villainous, something like that. To which I say, malarkey. Malarkey. Villain is a gender neutral term. And anyone else who says it isn't, where's your proof? you know? Where is your proof, huh? How do you know villain isn't a gender neutral term? Villainous, or whatever the female version for villain is, it's just a word made up by misogynists because they don't want females to be associated with the word villain. Same with the word hero. Or people who are non-binary or other stuff. Think about that next time. Also, by the way, something, a little brief tangent I'll go over. Why are pronouns a bad thing? They've existed for years, eons. Even if you are atheist and don't believe in Adam and Eve, or just, don't believe in God in general, pronouns have still existed since dawn of cavemen. Since the dawn of the caveman. Man is a pronoun. It is a word that has existed for years. What? Anywho, not the point. Just the little, I'm confused. Anywho, something I'll also talk about, and I probably said this before, but I will iterate it again. I will not ever go out of my way to annoy people. I will never, no amount of money YouTube could pay me with. I could get to like 10 million subscribers and YouTube like holds the plaque hostage and be like, okay, you gotta tell people to like it, subscribe, and comment in every video or the plaque gets it. I'm not doing it. I do not care. They could promise me that I could meet any celebrity I want, and I still would choose not to. Because I feel like that's annoying. I'm sorry. I don't like it when YouTubers do that, because it's like, okay. I find it just annoying, so I just will not do it, you know? So another thing, I have changed my mind. Obviously, if I'm talking about this, I've changed my mind about writing a female character and a character of, what's the word? Not history. A person of a colorful personality. That's how I put it. Colorful personality. Because I'm not willing to name off every letter in that, because then I'm going to be screamed at. Okay. It's like spelling. Okay. The LGBTQ plus characters. There we go. Once I figure out how to write one, then I'll go from there. However, I will still not write a character of color, because I'm not gonna walk out here as a character and be like, because like I may write one, but I mean I will not act as one. Like I can do a female character, and no one will be angry at me for that. All I need is a towel to go over my head, and that's it. I can do a character of LGBTQ plus background, and no one necessarily would be angry with that unless I make it offensive. Which, if I do make a character like that, I will try my best not to make them offensive. Because again, I don't want to offend people. But when writing a person of color, because I don't know if I'll go through with it or not. Maybe the farthest I will take this is writing a fully brown character. I'm not talking African American brown. No, I'm talking Hispanic brown. I'm talking, hola, ese, ¿cómo estás? I'm talking, golazo, because I'm Hispanic. I can do that without seeming racist. However, if I were to do that with anything else, I think I would be scared. I can listen. I can make a video, sombrero, poncho, maraca in one hand, taco in another, and people would just say, that's just him representing his culture, right? Rather than a white person, when they do it, it's just, you're racist. By the way, before someone calls me out, I have been to Mexico. People do wear sombreros. People do wear ponchos. People do carry around maracas, mostly mariachis. And Mexicans are actually known for eating tacos. Now, is there such thing as a Taco Tuesday? I won't tell you, because that will just ruin the whimsy of the Lego movie. Yes, there is such thing as Taco Tuesday. Don't let them destroy your whimsy. Do not let them take away your sparkle. Also, by the way, what time is it? It is 6:30. I will upload 2 videos today. Well, as of recording right now, it is yesterday. As of recording right now, today is the 16th. As of uploading this, it will be the 17th. Why? Because it is 6:30 p.m. I'm not trying that. Listen, I may not be here for views. However, I'm still not going to upload a video and then waste all my time and have literally 0 people see it. That's not going to happen. No, never. And the fact that I just can't be asked. Also, by the way, yes, I was born here in America. And if you're here saying if you're here, right, saying that, okay, you were born in America, therefore you are an American with Mexican background or Mexican culture or whatever, I will, I will, I will be angry. That is offensive to me and my people. Okay, it's like calling a Dominican a Cuban. It's like calling a Cuban anything other than a Cuban. It's like calling a Mexican Brazilian. It's like calling a Mexican Italian. It does not matter where you are born, you are still a part of that race, whether you like it or not, and accept their culture. Because I love Mexican culture, I really do, but I also love American culture as well. And when those two come hand in hand, imagination. When those two come hand in hand, you've got the most greatest culture you'll ever think of. If Americans partied like Mexicans, I think things would be better. Trust me. Have you ever been to a quinceañera? Which, by the way, as a male, I have to say, quinceañeras are sexist. You know what? You want to know why? Because quinceañeras represent a female coming of age. Where's our coming of age? And I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not that like selfish. Well, kind of, but at the same, they deserve it. I think. I don't know like the history, but whenever there's like something about celebrating something, they usually fought for it. So you know what? They deserve it. But at the same time, why isn't there any for us? Why can't we have just a little bit, you know? Just a small bit, you know? I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for like a huge party. I'm asking for a small celebration. That's all. Besides, birthdays already exist. There's no need for it. But like all jokes aside, right? When it comes to a Mexican party, the amount of food you see there. Yeah. Music at the highest volume that it can go. People dancing all I'm a horrible dancer, my bad. Dancing, doing a stylish jig. Everyone having the best time of their life, except for introverts. That is the worst thing you could be is a Mexican and an introvert, because that is the worst combination you could ever have. The fun. So yeah, I am not American with Mexican background. I am Mexican American or American Mexican. I don't know which order they go in. I'm Mexican American. Not American with Mexican background or something like that. Yeah. Also, I'm sorry if my Spanish is a bit rough. I'm not used to speaking the language. You know, something about here in the good old US of A, you gotta learn English. Obviously, no, you're a log. But it's like, right, I haven't spoken Spanish in like years. I can still speak some. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es Anthony y yo soy un mexicano americano. Nací hablando español, pero no sabía muchas palabras, como la palabra por... se me olvidó la palabra. ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? Limonada. No. Limón. Y yo no soy como otros que pueden... we say roll R's in Spanish. You know, I can't like roll my R's in Spanish. Like, for example, Don Ramon. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I can roll my R's now. I can roll my R's. A little bit. I mispronounce a lot of stuff. Yeah. I hope you all enjoy my heart to heart. Now, my question is, how will I title this video without worrying you all? One more final thing before I go. If you've been... How do I say this? No, I don't want to sound like too desperate or annoying with it. I have 2 rules for you, which I'll talk about later on when I have enough. But basically, I have 2 things. 2 rules imposed for myself. 1, I will reply to any and all comments as long as it is not hateful comments. As long as it's not a comment that is just hateful or, you know, spiteful or something like that, right? 2, I will not go out of my way to heart every comment. However, I will heart some comments, especially positive comments, because I'd rather there be positivity in this community rather than negativity. And last but not least, I do have a community tab, and I think my subscribers can post on. I'll have to check. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. You may, and if you, of course, watch this to the end, thank you. Now, as my people say, adios, amigo. Y te veo en la mañana. Ben. You see, if I could curse, yeah, anyhow. Yeah, have a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, and good night. So you have to done hibernating. Peace.